We live in a diverse world. Diversity means that there are lots of different kinds of things, just like there are different kinds of cars, animals, buildings, and just about anything you can think of. There is also diversity among people. In our country, there are different skin colors, languages, religions, and disabilities. Shouldn't we celebrate our differences? When I was a young girl, I loved listening to my father share stories. Some of his stories made me laugh, but some of them made me sad. One of these stories was when he told me about a time in America when black people were treated unfairly simply because of their skin color. They did not have the same rights as white people, and they had to endure harsh treatment at the hands of some people who believed blacks were inferior or worthless. Because of these beliefs, there were many unfair laws throughout the country. Blacks could not eat in some restaurants or stay in some hotels. They even had to sit in the back of city buses while whites rode in the front. In those days, blacks had to be completely segregated or separated from white people. He told me that one time a white passenger got aboard a bus he was on, and he had to give his seat to the man because there were no more empty ones. The look in my dad's eyes when he told me that story had a huge impact on me. I decided that I would never treat someone unfairly because of their differences. Even though these stories were about unhappy times, my father gave me hope one day when he said, "It takes a special person to be a hero." He was talking about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. What makes a person a hero? I believe a hero is someone who truly cares about the lives of other people, and this caring spirit is proven through their actions. Heroes are people who stand up and step up when others have a need. They don't do it to be popular or for any other reason, except that it's the right thing to do. It's not unusual for a hero to put their own needs aside in order to help someone else. They risk their own physical comforts, social statuses, and sometimes even their own lives. If a child is being bullied at school, he needs a hero, someone who will speak out for what is right. A hero might face danger, but he remains brave. Some may think of a hero as someone who wears a cape and has superpowers. No, real heroes do not have magical powers. The power they have comes from deep inside them and from their beliefs in what is right. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia. As he grew up in Atlanta, he saw signs that told him he was not welcome in some places. He knew in his heart the laws were unfair. He decided at an early age that he would try to do something to change these laws when he grew up. He worked really hard in school and read a lot. His hard work paid off for him because he graduated high school at the age of 15 and went off to college. After being in college for a while, he met a young lady named Coretta, who would eventually become his wife. On the day he was married, Martin and Coretta had to spend the night in a funeral home because they were turned away from a whites-only hotel. He realized that not much had changed since his childhood. So he became one of the most influential civil rights leaders in America. He just wanted everyone to love one another and to be treated fairly. He led protests and marches, organized sit-ins and boycotts, and gave speeches in order to make a stand against these injustices happening to people of color in America. Even though these demonstrations were violent and dangerous, Martin insisted on being peaceful. Many other brave people helped Dr. King with this fight for equal rights. And because of their bravery and love for all people, the laws were eventually changed. Dr. King and all the people who were brave in the face of danger and stood up for what is right are truly heroes. Because of these everyday heroes, we can go to school together, eat together, and work and play together. There were still people that did not like what Dr. King was doing. In 1968, Dr. King was shot and killed while he was in Memphis, Tennessee, to make a speech. Dr. King did great things for our country, and on January 17, 2000, America honored Dr. King for his works. A national holiday was made in his name, Martin Luther King Day. It is celebrated the third Monday in January every year. He is also honored with a monument that is located in Washington, D.C. Through the stories my father told me and the life of Martin Luther King Jr., it makes me ask, shouldn't we celebrate our differences instead of mistreating those who are different?